Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today I got a case of Marvel Studios Disney Plus HeroClix. I absolutely love this set. I'm a big fan of the MCU and all the shows that came with it. This is a little bit more unscripted, so I apologize if I get a little bit off topic. It's really a lot of pieces in this set I'm looking to pull here. A lot of the chases I really love. I'm still looking for the super rare Spider-Man, looking for Alligator Loki, the Watcher. I know he's not that great, but I'm really trying to complete the set. I have most of the equipment, but honestly, I'm not going to complain. So many pieces in this set can start the game with equipment, so it never hurts having a few copies in case I want to do like an entire Captain America team. During a release event, I was lucky enough to pull Ultron Infinity. So I know he's not the best piece. I know a lot of people aren't really happy with the fact that he's like a mission point character, but absolutely loved him in the series. Absolutely love these sculpt. These blue bases are absolutely gorgeous. They fit the theme so well. But let's stop wasting time. Let's just dig right into it. We will start on this side. This side. There we go. Oh, that the Falcon I would really want still. Don't have Red Wing. Absolutely love that sculpt. So, first booster, we have looks like the Winter Soldier, Darcy Lewis, Jimmy Woo, Scarlet Witch in her Halloween outfit, and Party Thor. So let's take a look. The Winter Soldier, he has traded combat reflexes and leap climb, and if he's placed, you get to put an action token on an adjacent opposing character. Seems like he's going to be really nasty in melee range for only 50 points. A little sad that he's running shot, but you're probably going to want to carry him in with a different character, pop an action token, and then just start wailing away. Darcy Lewis, one of my favorite side characters from Thor. I'm actually really happy she came back during WandaVision. I think she did a great job, played by Kat Dennings, I believe. She has Outwit and Perplex for her special damage power. It's Dr. Lewis, thank you very much. Just seems like a really solid support piece for 25 points with that Outwit and Perplex. Can never have too much of that. Jimmy Woo, another one of my absolute favorite characters who I'm so happy got to make another appearance in WandaVision. Jimmy Woo, nothing too special, just kind of a cheap way to get some Perplex and some Empower. Police team ability is nice if you carry him around. I think I like him. Wanda Maximoff in her Halloween Spooktacular costume. It's super fun that we got all of these Halloween pieces in this set. I love this trait. Traded shape change, and if you succeed on it, they heal. She also has some probability control and some stop clicks. With a 19 defend on top dial. I'm a big fan of this piece as a 45-point support figure. Finally, we have Party Thor. Traded willpower, but succeeds on a 4 through 6, and you get to heal him when he succeeds. Jeez. He also has a special Pulse Wave, where he gets to give hit characters action tokens. For 50 points and a 12 starting attack with Invincible. And Shape Change, wow. This seems like a really strong way to give a lot of opponents action tokens really fast. And that Pulse Wave is going to be ignoring any defense powers they have, meaning you're always dealing that 1 damage a turn. Plus, with that willpower at a 50-50, he is never going to stop going. Moving right along, we'll go ahead and get this back one here. Show me that blue for a God Pack. We have, first question, is it blue? No. But, do have Miss Minutes. So in this pack, we have Captain America, played by Sam Wilson. The common Baron Zemo. Little, who is that? Tommy Maximoff right there in his Halloween costume. Want to complete that set, so I'm very happy. The uncommon Monica Rambeau. And a piece that I was not expecting in this set, Miss Minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at all those. Starting with Captain America. He has the ability to start the game with Captain America's shield if you get it. That comes with the rare John Walker Captain America. He also has traded energy shield deflection and force blast. Looking at his dial, we can see 45 points for some willpower, charge, enhancement. He seems like he's going to be pretty scary as a kind of secondary attacker with that energy shield deflection. He does have charge and energy shield deflection. I'm not the happiest to see those two together, but it means you're either going to be in close combat with him where he wants to be anyway, or you're going to be shooting him at range where he gets the defense bonus. So, not in love with him, but he seems pretty fun. I do absolutely love this sculpt, though. I was very excited when Anthony Mackie decided to don the Sam Wilson Captain America outfit. Very happy that's in the MCU. Moving on from there, we have Baron Zemo, the common version. He has Passenger 2 with Leap, Climb, and Stealth. For 30 points, he's going to act as a taxi moving around some of your team. With Leadership, he has the Masters of Evil, Assassin, Ruler, Soldier, and Spy keywords, some good keywords. Seems like he's going to be really good at carrying characters around. I'm not super familiar with characters like that, so I don't know how often I'll end up running him. Past that, we have the uncommon Tommy Maximoff with the wonderful Halloween Spooktacular trait, giving him shape change and he can heal. He also has a special Precision Strike. When he hits with a close attack, hit characters immediately drop any held objects or unequips any equipment. Along with a stop click at the end and an entire dial of mystics. I really like that special attack power because he has hypersonic speed. He can run up, hit your opponent, cause them to drop whatever they have equipped, and then if you pair this with the rare Nebula, you can go take that with his hypersonic speed and dunk it in your goal. Seems like that'll be a fun team for them to be running together. After that, we have the uncommon Monica Rambeau. She has a unique attack power. When an opposing character makes a ranged attack targeting one or more adjacent friendly characters, modify their attack by -1. So they don't even need line of fire to her. She also has the shield team ability, allowing her to get a power action to boost up adjacent characters' damage. Looking at her dial for 45 points, it seems like she... what do I think about her? Seems like she's going to be really good to carry around, kind of give your characters a friendly boosted defense. I don't love her per se. I feel like there are better ways of boosting up your character's defense, but 45 points isn't too expensive, I suppose. Finally, we have Miss Minutes. Love this piece. I want to build so many teams with Miss Minutes. First, she has her trait, Protecting the Sacred Timeline. Free, choose an opposing character within range and line of fire. Gain 1 mission point for each other character on the map with the same name as the chosen character. This trait seems like there are some stupid ways to win the game, and I want to play with that. Just as a refresher for any of you who might not have seen, mission points are a special game mechanic. If you get 20 mission points, then the game ends and you win. I'm thinking like there was the Senator Robert Kelly from an X-Men set. If he gets KO'd, he instead comes back on your opponent's team. I really just want to run like 5 of them in Miss Minutes and win the game in like 5 turns if I can get one killed. Just seems just like a stupid way of winning. That's how I like to play. She also has a free movement power. Hey y'all, free. Place minutes in a square within range that's adjacent to blocking terrain. That power can be so good on the right maps. She's a tiny character, so she gets +1 defense against range. She already has an 18 defense and super senses. She's just kind of a pain to hit. Not to mention her last click is a stop click that gives her access to regen. 12 attack all along the dial with Incapacitate with a 12 attack and probability control. For 35 points, she is a nasty support piece in my opinion. She can also fly, so I believe that means she can carry other characters. I think she can carry standard characters, but don't quote me on that. I'm not super familiar. Moving on to booster number 3, let's see if we can get a super rare. Or even, a god pack. I can keep asking. It's never going to happen. Starting up. Do we have blue? That's the question. Nope, no blue today. But instead, we have... Oh, we do have a chase. One that I'm very excited to see. And a rare. And an object. That's concerning. Okay, well, first let's take a look at what we got. In the pack, we have Killmonger. We have the uncommon Monica Rambeau that we looked at previously. We have Batroc the Liber. And we have the common Captain Carter. So we've already seen Monica Rambeau, so we won't look at her when we look at the cards. But what we do have is Sakaran Iron Man. This is an awesome piece, and I'm super glad to have pulled him. Unfortunately, the episode with that character didn't air. If you saw the finale of What If, you're probably confused when he appeared. But the thing that confuses me is I have Captain America's shield. And the thing is, when you get objects in this set are tied to characters, so the fact that I didn't get John Walker Captain America is a little strange. So we'll see if all the cards match. Yep, there's the problem. We'll get to that in a second. First off, we have Killmonger. He has traded stealth and outwit throughout the top half of the dial with leadership on the back half. This is a nasty piece. For only 60 or 30 points, he... in that event that I played, the release tournament, he pulled his weight on a lot of the teams that I saw him against. After that, we have Batroc, villain of Captain America 2 and also the beginning of Falcon and Winter Soldier. No special powers, but he's only 30 points for 6 clicks, 18 top defense with Close Combat Expert and Charge. He seems like he'll be really solid. Past that, this is the part that I wanted to talk about. We have the card for John Walker Captain America, but instead they gave us a different version of Captain America with Captain Carter. So that's a mistake. I'll have to talk to WizKids support and see if I can get the proper figure. If you guys ever come across anything like this in your booster pack, WizKids is, for the most part, really good about giving you kind of like fixing boxing errors like these. So if you shoot their support an email, usually they can get it resolved really quick. But the one that I'm excited about is Sakaran Iron Man. This Iron Man has a wordy trait. I've worked with scraps before. At the beginning of the game, you can generate up to 3 standard objects anywhere on the map, at least 5 squares from one another. When Sakaran Iron Man picks up a standard object, you may instead place it on his card if he has less than 2 objects. Sakaran Iron Man modifies his combat values by +1 for each standard object on his card, and at the beginning of your turn, he may choose a standard speed or attack power for each object on his card to use until your next turn. When Sakaran Iron Man would be dealt damage from an opponent's attack, you may remove a special object from his card to take 1 unavoidable damage instead. And look at this dial, 50 points for 7 clicks. If you can quickly get 2 objects starting the game, say for instance if you choose hypersonic speed on your second turn, you can have 12 movement, 12 attack, 19 defense, and 4 damage, along with a special power that gives him Outwit and Perplex, the smartest man on any planet. This is a nasty piece, and I'm going to be pretty excited to use him in the future. Very excited to see him. So typically, every one of these bricks looks like it has approximately 3 pieces of equipment, so I'm still looking for 2 pieces of equipment. Hoping for, I would like to see Sharon Carter's shield. I want to see Falcon and Spider-Man are the equipment that I'm still looking for. So in booster number 3, no God Pack this time, but it looks like we do have an object because we have President Loki. So in this pack we have the common skinny Steve Rogers, Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange. What is he? Doctor Strange Supreme, I think he's called. In this pack, we have the common Scarlet Witch, President Loki, one of my absolute favorite sculpts in this set. Very excited to see him. And finally, to go with it, we have normal Loki. So all of these pieces are new. Oh, and sorry, in the bag we also have President Loki comes with the Tesseract. I just realized I didn't even show you the card for John Walker, Captain America, so I will do that. John Walker, Captain America, he can start the game with Captain America's shield equipped, which he comes with. He has a trait stripped of your title and authority as Captain America. When John Walker, Captain America, KOs an opposing character, after resolutions, if he's equipped with the shield, you may remove it from the game. If you do, this game modify Captain America's combat values by +1, and he can use Battle Fury and Steel Energy. He also has a special movement power, I Just Want to Do the Job, giving him Charge, Flurry, and Leap Climb. He has a special defense power, the new Captain America, giving him Energy, Shield Deflection, and Toughness. Looking at his dial, we can see he has that special movement and defense power throughout a lot of it, along with Quake and Leadership. Captain America's shield, if you pair him with it, gives him Energy, Shield Deflection. If this character can already use Energy, Shield Deflection, instead modifies defense by +3 instead of +2. So right away, you have a very dangerous close combat character who has +3 defense at range. Then if you can manage to KO an opposing character, you can trade that Energy, Shield Deflection to modify all of his combat values by +1 and get Steel Energy and Battle Fury. Very dangerous. Absolutely excited to run him. On to this pack. Let's start with Skinny Steve Rogers. He has not just a model soldier, a model person. Leadership, when Skinny Steve Rogers uses it, friendly characters within range are considered adjacent. Don't even need line of fire, you just need range. As far as team-ups, he has Howling Commander, Shield, Past, and Soldier. So I imagine he'll be played a lot on Soldier teams for that leadership, especially when he's only 15 points. Just that leadership alone for 15 points is absolutely devastating. You hit that once or twice and he's already paid for himself. Moving up to the next uncommon, or the next common, we have the Scarlet Witch. No special abilities, but she does have the Mystics and Avengers team ability. For 70 points or 30 points, she can either be a secondary ranged combat attacker with some run and shot and energy explosion, or on her lower point value, you can use her as a support character. I don't super love either of these personally, but this may be one of the few ways to get support, but I'm not the biggest fan of support, so. Moving on to Loki, the common version. He has the Tesseract if you manage to pull it, which we did. He has duplication casting, shape change. When he uses it, after resolutions, you may place Loki a number of squares away from his current square equal to the D6 result. So basically, whether or not you get hit, you can teleport Loki out of danger, and I really like that. He also has Mystics to make sure your opponent is going to pay if he takes damage. Throughout his dial, he has that special shape change, along with Blades, Claws, Fangs, close combat reflexes. No move and attack, just a lot of support. Would have liked to have seen some move and attack, but to be honest, I think he was made to play with another character in this set, Mobius, which would allow him to get that move and attack if you pair him with the Tesseract, so can't fault him too much for that. Plus, I just want to point out, I love this sculpt. The big variant text on the back of his jacket made me laugh. Absolutely adore the Loki series. Next up, we have Doctor Strange Supreme. For 5 extra points, you can give him the Cloak of Levitation. The cloak comes with the super rare Spider-Man in this set, hoping to pull him. He has a special defense power, spent centuries researching. It gives him Energy, Shield Deflection, and Invincible. He also has the Cosmic Energy team ability, which gives him Willpower and Safeguard Outwit, and Mystics. Taking a look at his dial, he's either 195 points or 95. He'll be 200 or 100 if you play him with his cape. He is an absolute monster, I gotta say. I played against this guy at full points against the release tournament, and he chewed up a lot of my team. Getting willpower on characters like this, the new 2021 willpower, is very dangerous. So, 12 movement running shot, 12 attack penetrating psychic blast, 19 defense with energy shield and invincible, and 4 damage close combat expert. So he's going to be hitting for 13 and 5 against range combat attacks with penetrating damage. Absolutely dangerous. Finally, we have this super rare Loki who comes with the Tesseract object. He can start the game with the Tesseract object if you pay 5 points. He has traded leadership and shape change. If he uses either and succeeds, give him a Broken Promise token. When he's hit by an opponent's attack, remove all Broken Promise tokens. If he has 3 Broken Promise tokens, he has free, choose an opposing character within range and deal them 1 penetrating damage. After resolutions, roll a d6, and on a 1 through 3, remove a Broken Promise token. He also has a special Outwit power, where you can use Outwit a number of additional times equal to the number of promise tokens. This is a super fun piece. If you can start building up those, getting lucky with some of your rolls and building up those Broken Promise tokens, he can outwit everything on your opponent's team, it feels like. And he comes with the Tesseract, so for 5 points, you can give him Phasing Teleport, and when he uses it, they get probability control until your next turn. To be honest, I'm not in love with this object. It works because Mobius is in this set, but other than that, I guess if you put this on a cheap character who you're planning on just moving around with, but putting this on this Loki where I would rather be using Mind Control or Penetrating Psychic Blast rather than moving just never felt great to me. So I would recommend if you pulled this, put it on a different Loki. Moving on to, I realized I'm picking these boosters in a weird way. Moving on to booster number 5. Not too late for a God Pack, never is. No God Pack. But we have a super rare. So we have Common Loki, the Common T'Challa Star-Lord, Darcy Lewis again, Agnes, the SR in her Halloween costume, and Kid Loki. So we've already seen the back half of this box, so I'll go ahead, or no, we haven't looked at Star-Lord yet, have we? So we'll go ahead and take a look at the 3 that we haven't seen. Starting with T'Challa Star-Lord. No special powers, but he does have the Guardians team ability. For 50 points, you get Penetrating Psychic Blast, Running Shot, Energy Shield Deflection, and Leadership. I ran this guy in the pre-release the other night, and I absolutely had a blast with him. Running him around, I carried a Ravonna Renslayer with him for the police team ability, and he pulled his weight nicely. Very happy to see him. Moving on to the Uncommon Loki. He has the Tesseract ability as well, every Loki does. This one has a special damage power for leadership and shape change with a unique modifier. Free, choose a combat value other than damage. Until your next turn, Kid Loki has opposing characters within range and line of fire. Modify the chosen value by -1. So he has a Mass Perplex. Unfortunately, his range is only 4. So you're going to have to be pretty close to opposing characters to get this to work a lot of the time. But it's nice to have nonetheless. For 30 points, 35 if you play him with the Tesseract, I actually really like him. If you play him for 35 points with the Tesseract, you can warp him around, probably into hindering terrain so he can get that stealth bonus. Then he can negatively perplex some of your opponent's defense values maybe, and you can get a lot of value out of him. Yeah, I think this is probably my go-to Loki for the Tesseract. Moving on to Agnes, our super rare. Agnes has the all-new Halloween Spooktacular trait that we've seen before. She has a stop click on the end of her dial, please stand by. She also has a special damage power, Senior Scratchy. For free, she can generate one of her Rabbit Bystander tokens. And I gotta say, I absolutely love this piece. Senior Scratchy has some of his own special abilities, including Senior Scratchy sure does love to nibble, giving him Blades, Claws, Fangs, but having the D6 result. And a Talent Show Star, giving an enhancement with a unique modifier. Friendly adjacent characters with a mystical or celebrity keyword modify attack by +1. And along with that, Agnes herself has Mastermind throughout the top half of her dial. So you could just keep making sure Senior Scratchy is taking the damage instead of Agnes. And she has Telekinesis, so if there's some equipment you need to get at the start of turn 1, you can go ahead and do that with her. I'm a huge fan of this piece, and I'm very excited to try a all-new Halloween Spooktacular theme team. Because I think the only one we're missing at this point is the rare Pietro, so hopefully we can see him come up. Oh no, we actually don't have Vision. Wow, we don't have any of them, I lied. We're missing the rare Tommy Maximoff and the rare Pietro Maximoff, so. On to booster number 6. We're on the back half of our dial, or We're on the back half of our booster brick. Blue? Nope. But this one has, hey, it's the Vision that I just mentioned. So this pack has the rare Heist Nebula. It has, Tyler Hayward. We have the uncommon Vision for the Halloween Spooktacular, the common Winter Soldier, and the common Scarlet Witch that we've seen before. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pieces that we haven't seen before. Starting with Tyler Hayward. He has a special damage power. If only you had a little more vision. Leadership. When Tyler Hayward uses it and succeeds, this turn he has power. Move an adjacent friendly character up to half its speed value. If that character is the sword keyword, after resolutions, it may make a close attack. So this piece, obviously by the title, you can tell it was meant to be played with the super rare Prime Vision. I would love to pull that piece. I would love to build a team around that. We'll see if maybe we can get lucky, get a super rare Prime and a chase. Probably not, but you never know. But I think the X of Swords event coming out in August, I think that has a lot of sword characters too. So maybe Tyler Hayward is going to become very strong in the near future, especially for only 20 points. Moving on, we have the uncommon Vision with the Halloween Spooktacular trait we've seen before, with the same please stand by stop click that they all have. He has a special damage power. Well, there were no other clothes in my closet, so which gives him close combat expert and exploit weakness with the Mystic's team ability. So for 45 points, you get some invulnerability. Haven't seen a lot of that this set, with some pretty scary melee damage if you can get him in a melee range. Little sad that he doesn't have any move and attack to kind of get him in there, but I mean, for 45 points, he can taxi people around and still get into melee range. I really like this piece. I think maybe he could pair really well with the common Winter Soldier. Heist Nebula. Heist Nebula has a mission point trait that we're going to take a look at. Pretty valuable loot you got here. When Heist Nebula hits, after resolutions, unequipped each hit opposing character. If the character wasn't equipped, generate a loot light object adjacent to the hit character instead. Free, remove an unheld loot light object in your starting area from the game. If you do, gain 3 mission points. Free, remove an unequipped opposing equipment from your starting area from the game. If you do, gain 6 mission points. Absolutely love this trait. That's what I said. I really want to pair her with the Billy Maximoff that we looked at before, who can unequip people. Just the idea of having a team just like going around and dunking items into your goals just seems really fun. And I really want to build a team around her. She also has a special movement power, Hey Cha-Cha, with charge, plasticity, and stealth. And overall, looking at her dial, 65 points, but you do get that stealth, you get invulnerability, perplex. It seems like the way that I would play her, I would probably want to keep her in the back so she can keep trying to unequip people. She only has 4 range, which is kind of sad for her trait. So, I don't know. It might be difficult to play her, but I think it'll be really rewarding if you can start earning those big mission point tokens. Maybe I can pair her with the Ultron Infinity that I pulled and maybe get some real mission points going. Moving on to booster number 7. Never too late to see blue. Nope, no blue. What we do have, though, is the common Sharon Carter, Captain Britain. Not Captain Britain. I think, did she used to be Captain Britain? No, I don't know. If you want some Captain Britons, buy the new X-Men set coming out. Sharon Carter, Hunter B-15. We have Jimmy Woo, Mobius M. Mobius, who I've mentioned many times. And we have a zombie Captain America. So we haven't seen any piece besides Jimmy Woo, so let's go ahead and start digging into him. Taking a look at this Captain Carter that we've seen, the figure for, but we didn't get to see the sculpt for. She has Where Have You Been All My Life, which lets her start the game with Captain Carter's shield. That one comes with the super rare Captain Carter. She has Fragile, Defend, Toughness, and Willpower. And she has the shield team ability. So taking a look, she has that special power on the top half of her dial for 115, or moves into Invincible, that's the one. Leadership, gotta admit, if I was going to play her, I'd probably play her at 45 points over the 115. Yeah, I'm not really in love with those top stats. I'd much rather get her into the fight, get her into the flurry. I think you could probably do a lot better for the extra points. Moving up from there, we have Hunter B15. Hunter B15 has a special power. You are now moving at 1/16th speed, but feeling all that pain in real time. Incapacitate. When Hunter B15 uses it, after resolutions, hit characters given an action token to knock back 3 squares in any direction of your choosing. She also has the police team ability. Looking at her for 30 points and that special incapacitate all around her dial. With exploit weakness if you choose to use it. I think this piece is going to be really solid in police teams. At least if you're doing like a TVA kind of Loki theme. She can hit with her special incapacitate, and then she can knock you towards your team. That seems like that'll be really useful for 30 points. Next up, we have Mobius M. Mobius, who I mentioned a bunch of times, and that's because he has this special damage power, Work for Us. Leadership, once per turn, for all characters with this effect. When a friendly character within range uses phasing, teleport, and moves 4 squares or less, after resolutions, they may make a close combat attack. So that is why I think the Tesseract becomes so much better, because that gives you move and attack using the Tesseract, so characters holding it can move in, they can attack, and then they can get probability control out of it. He also has the police team ability, allowing him to help you out if you're doing ranged attacks, along with some telekinesis throughout his entire dial. So even if your character isn't within 4 squares of an opposing character for phasing, he can move you that distance. I really like this Mobius. I think he's going to be 30 points well spent on a lot of teams that use the Tesseract. Finally, we have Zombie Captain America. And can I just say, look at this sculpt. This is one of the most gorgeous paint jobs in the entire set. The rust on the shield and the vibrant blue. I love this Captain America. He has Zombie with a Plan, which he can start the game with Captain America's shield. He has traded steel energy and willpower, and when he hits with a close attack, give him a food token. Then you can, for free, remove a food token to modify his combat values by +1 until your next turn. He also has still holding the shield, giving him energy shield deflection and toughness. For only 60 points, this piece seems like he's going to be very dangerous at close range. Steel energy and willpower throughout the entire dial. Along with that energy shield deflection, making him hard to hit at range. I really like this piece. He can hit you up to 6 damage with those Blades Claw's Fangs, and then he can heal up for doing it. Really excited to run that piece. On to booster number 7. I think we're still looking for a super rare. Yeah, because we've seen President Loki and Agnes. And I think there's still one more equipment that we're looking for, so would love to see, again, still looking for Falcon, Captain Carter, or Spider-Man. No God Pack, but I see our equipment. We have Captain Carter, nice. So, going around, we have the common Falcon that we've seen. We have common Gamora, daughter of Thanos. We have a different common Monica Rambeau, Doctor Strange Supreme, and the super rare Sharon Carter. So we'll go ahead and take a look at all of those, along with Captain Carter's shield. So we've now seen, 2 out of the 3 shields in this set. The only one we haven't seen is the Prime US Agent shield. So, starting off with Gamora, daughter of Thanos. I have to say, I'm kind of bothered by her name. There is a Chase Gamora in this set, and the Chase and the common are both called Gamora, daughter of Thanos. Not to mention that a comma in HeroClix usually indicates that they're a title character. I don't know. These are minor problems, but these are the things that bother me. For 60 points, you get a special damage power, Ruthless, Close Combat Expert, Exploit Weakness, and when she KOs an opposing character, after resolutions, heal her 2 clicks with the Guardian's team ability. For 60 points and both of those combat powers, she seems like she's going to be a nightmare up close. She can go up and do Exploit Weakness and Quake, dealing 2 penetrating damage to everyone adjacent to her. Seems like she's going to be really strong. Then we have the common Monica Rambeau. She has a special attack power. Wanda, please listen to me. Power, choose an opposing character within range and line of fire. Until your next turn, Monica Rambeau gains immobile, and when the chosen character attacks, it can only target a character named Monica Rambeau. She also has a special defense power. I have to try and help her with stop and super senses. And she has shape change throughout her entire dial. 25 points isn't a ton. And she can tie up a lot of dangerous characters. So I think overall people haven't been super happy with this character, but I got to admit, fighting a character like Doctor Strange Supreme, I would love to have a Monica on that, where she could shape change or super sense out of the way of the attack. I like her. Finally, we have Captain Carter, the super rare. She has Where Have You Been All My Life, giving her access to the Captain America shield. Traded Defend with a unique modifier. Non-adjacent characters within range modify defense by +1. Fun little rules fact, she is both friendly and non-adjacent to herself, so she gets +1 defense all the time. She also has Time to Make an Entrance, Giant Reach 6, Quake. When Captain America knocks back an opposing character, she may choose the direction of the knockback. She also has the Shield team ability. Looking at her for 95 or 55 points, she has 20 defense, top click, because again, don't forget, her trait affects herself. 20 defense with 4 damage and 12 attack. This piece seems like it's going to be absolutely insane. 100 points if you pair her with the shield. We can take a look at the shield. That gives defend if the character can already use defend. Adjacent friendly characters modify defense by +1. So if you put that on, top click, basically every adjacent character gets 20 defense. This piece seems like it is going to pull a massive amount of weight. Very excited to see her. Okay, we're on the back half. These should probably just be 2 rares. I don't think there's anything big we're looking for. I mean, I've been surprised before. I've actually seen a lot of people get 4 super rares in their brick. I wouldn't hate a 4th super rare. I also wouldn't hate a god pack. We have no god pack, but we do have Pietro Maximoff and a bunch of characters we've seen before. So we have Captain Carter, Skinny Steve Rogers, Ravonna Renslayer, and the common Monica Rambeau. But now we have Pietro Maximoff to add on this list. So let's take a look at him. Very excited to see him. Very excited. When Pietro appeared in WandaVision, I lost my mind. That was such an exciting time for fans. Little sad how it ended up, but it was a fun treat. Whoops, this is Talent in Post. I forgot to take a look at Ravonna Renslayer, so let's go ahead and do that now. She has a special damage power. I looked out for you, hung my neck out for you, which gives her probability control, and friendly characters with a shared keyword within range and line of fire have safeguard opposing probability control. Beyond that, she has the police team ability, which lets you modify a target's defense by -1. Beyond that, on the back of her dial, she starts with an 18 defend and some incapacitate. For 30 points, I played her in the pre-release, and she got a lot of work being carried around by T'Challa Star-Lord, giving that police team ability and probability control. I like her. I question how good she is beyond that. Pietro Maximoff, he has this Halloween Spooktacular trait, which means we're only missing 1 Halloween Spooktacular character. He has Silly String the Neighborhood, Hypersonic Speed. When Pietro Maximoff uses it, after resolutions, roll a d6, give an action token to each adjacent opposing character he moved... Give an action token to each opposing character he moved adjacent to during the action. This power is nasty. Played against this guy, I think, twice during my release event, and just a 50-50 to action token my entire team was very strong. The only thing that kind of took him down in the end was outwitting that power, preventing him from moving, and then just deleting him. He also has that stop click that we see on all these WandaVision characters, the Please Stand By, and he has the Mystics team ability. Taking a look at his dial, 45 points is such a cheap amount for what this character does. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of this Pietro Maximoff. He's a lot of fun. You just gotta watch out. He does have outwit to outwit your opponent's outwit. But if the character who has Outwit is unoutwittable, then you're going to be in a bit of a problem. Moving on to our last booster pack. It's possible we could see a rare prime in this, but realistically, I'm not holding my breath. Because all of the rare primes come with objects, and I think we have all 3 objects, so. But it could be a god pack. Nope. It's fine, we have another brick. It does have... Oh my god. Oh my god, it has my number 1 one. Oh, boys. Oh, I think we've seen just about everything else. Apocalypse, Black Widow. We have the super rare prime white vision. Should probably make sure that's in frame, huh? Oh, dude, that's a 4th super rare and a prime. Oh, this is my number 1 want piece in the set. I'm so excited to have got him. He's selling for like $150 right now. I could not pay that on my own. This was a good brick. Oh my god. Whew. Sorry, whoops. We also have a post-apocalyptic Black Widow who we've seen. We have the common Baron Zemo, Killmonger, and Vision. We haven't looked at that Vision, have we? No, we actually have not seen a common Vision yet, so I'll go ahead and take a look at those 2. And then we're going to take a look at my man White Vision. Oh my god. That is so exciting for me. Starting off with a common Vision, we have It's Alright Wanda. I know we made this world. For Passenger 3, but only to carry characters with the celebrity team ability. There are a lot of celebrities in this set. Basically, anybody who's in WandaVision got the celebrity keyword. Booping my camera. Whoops. He also has the Avengers Initiative team ability to allow him to ignore hindering terrain. He, looking at his dial for 70 or 30 points, I think if I had to choose, I'd probably play him at his 30-point line. Just use him as a taxi for celebrity characters. But pretty excited to see some more Vision. Love this character, and that's why I'm so excited for this super rare prime. The other one that we got is the post-apocalyptic Black Widow. She is the uncommon. She has traded Steel Energy and Stealth. For 50 points, you get Running Shot on the top dial, followed by Plasticity on the second dial, with some Ranged Combat Expert into Close Combat Expert, Blades, Claws, Fang, Super Senses. I played her in my pre-release tournament, and I gotta say, she was an absolute blast to play with. I got super lucky with my Super Senses rolls, and I think she only missed 1 attack, dodged 1 attack. Sorry. I got super lucky with my Super Senses rolls, and I think she only got hit by 1 attack once those Super Senses were showing, so... But here he is, my main man, the Vision, super rare prime. Naturally, the Ship of Theseus is an artifact in a museum. Traded plasticity, adjacent opposing characters can't use improved abilities. So no more flight, they're not going to be able to use leap climb or phasing teleport to get away. Nope, they are stuck next to you. Special flight power, Wanda Maximoff must be neutralized, you must be destroyed. Flurry, phasing teleport. When the Vision uses phasing teleport, after resolutions, it can use Flurry as a free action. I am Vision, invincible, super senses, willpower, protected, outwit. And finally, I request elaboration. Outwit, shape change. When the Vision uses shape change and succeeds, after resolutions, heal it 1 click. Looking at this dial, 200 points, 100 points, 50 points. He can be up to 12 clicks long. You'll notice they went thematic and gave him nothing but white powers throughout his entire dial. What a monster. Just phase around, flurry wherever the heck you are. You're going to be going a ton because you have that willpower. Like, what an absolute monster. Like, I'm so excited. And again, let's just appreciate this sculpt a little bit more. I'm probably going to go in with some paint on my own and give him a few more teal highlights. But, oh my god. So excited to see that piece. That is my number 1 want in the set. So, I am beyond happy. And that's it for brick number 1. And move on to brick number 2 of the case. Man, what do I even say? Like, if I don't get anything else, I'm still over the moon. So, start on this side again. Would still like Spider-Man, would still like the Falcon, but even if I don't get them, man, who even cares? The Wanda chase would be nice, but man, I don't even care. No God Pack, that's fine. We have in this one, well, there's a rare in the middle, so is there going to be a chase here? It's a possibility, probably not, because usually the rarest card's on top. Pachow. Nope. In this pack, we have both Visions, the uncommon and the common Vision. We have Pietro Maximoff, who we've already seen, duplicate rare, little sad. We have the common Baron Zemo. There is an uncommon Baron Zemo that I'm looking for. Haven't seen him yet. And Darcy Lewis. So we've seen everything in that pack, so I'm not going to spend too much time. On to the next one. Ciao. No God Pack, but it looks like an equipment. Oh, nope, not an equipment. It's actually a Hydra Stomper. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that in a second. We have Killmonger, Monica Rambeau. Trying to think of characters' names. Geez, my mind is blank with that vision. Ravonna Renslayer and Captain America. So we've seen basically everything in this pack except for Hydra Stomper. Monstrous sculpt, just towering over people. Super fun piece too. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Hydra Stomper. Rogers inbound. When Hydra Stomper is KO'd, you may generate a Skinny Steve Rogers from your sideline on click 1 in the square last occupied. Protected Pulse Wave. He has a special attack power. Stark made me some new dancing shoes. Quake. When Hydra Stomper uses it, he may also target all characters he moved through this turn. He's already a giant character. He has the shield team ability. If we take a look at the back of his cards, 75 points, and he can charge, Quake, hit a ton of characters for 3 exploited damage. He's also one of the only characters in this set where you can find Impervious. Really, for 75 points, this is a scary piece to go up against. Very excited to see him. You'll notice this is going a little bit faster now because we've seen a lot of these pieces before. Still some things we haven't seen here and there. A few rares that we haven't seen. Plenty of super rares we haven't seen. A whole lot of chases that we haven't seen that we could find in a blue pack. Blue. Nope. This pack we have so let's see. We have a common Winter Soldier. We finally managed to pull the uncommon Baron Zemo with the mask. Jimmy Woo. And we have the super rare Watcher, who's getting kicked by Batroc. So we've seen everything but Baron Zemo and the Watcher, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. That's our second super rare. No equipment yet, though. So keeping an eye. We should get 3 equipment in each brick, give or take. Looking at the uncommon Baron Zemo, he has a special power. I have the will to complete this mission. Outwit, Perplex. When Baron Zemo uses either to target an opposing character, as after resolutions, roll a d6. On a 5 or a 6, deal 1 penetrating damage to an opposing character that's adjacent to the targeting character. This is very scary. 60 points. You can take a look there with some Mastermind Precision Strike. Love that special damage power. I had to fight him in the pre-release. Basically, just every turn he gets 2 rolls to deal penetrating damage to adjacent characters. I had a lot of adjacent characters because there's a lot of benefits for being adjacent in this set. Just a really fun piece, and really liked him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier too. Hope to see him in maybe a Thunderbolt series in the future. I don't know. Finally, we have the super rare Watcher. He has mainly a special trait. Ponder the question, what if? At the beginning of your turn, roll a d6 and give the Watcher, at the beginning of the game, roll a d6 and give the Watcher a number of what if tokens equal to half the result. Power, remove a what if token. If you do, replace an adjacent friendly character with a character of equal or less points on your sideline. The replacement character must share a name with the replaced character. So that's fun. You can swap out different Lokis. You can swap out some of these Baron Zemos and stuff like that. Not quite sure how I feel about him for 25 points and leadership. Would have liked if he had some other powers. To be brutally honest, we've gotten a lot of Watchers kind of similar to this, just kind of like playing in the back support roles. But in What If, you had this massive, like, power cosmic Watcher who battled Ultron with all of the Infinity Gems. A lot of people are really disappointed with the Ultron. Personally, I would have loved like a 300-point armored Watcher. That would have been my dream. But maybe next time if they ever do another Disney set. Wow, it's post-me. So since I recorded this video, I found out that the Watcher recently got an errata from WizKids. Now he specifies that the replacement characters come in on their starting line. This has significantly changed my opinion of this piece. Before, he didn't really serve any purpose, but now, if you have, like, say, a Loki who's about to die, you can swap him out for a different Loki at full health. So I think now, I still don't love him, but I think he has a purpose. I might actually play him now, so that's cool. So that's 2 super rares, no equipment. On to pack number 4. Still looking for 1 super rare and approximately 3 equipment. Could also be a god pack. Just saying. Whoop-pow. It's not a god pack. It is Scarlet Witch. Oh, Billy Maximoff. And Loki Gator. There's our 3rd super rare. We also have the Common Vision and B-15. The only piece we haven't looked at here is Loki Gator. Very excited to see him. Absolutely love this character in Loki. Super happy he got his own hero click. I think this means I have all the Lokis now. We haven't seen Old Man Loki, but I managed to get him in my pre-release. So I'm Loki'd up. So this alligator Loki, he can start the game with the Tesseract. Don't really know how he's holding that in his mouth or something. That would be a funny imagery. He is one of the few swimmers in this set. He has a special movement power. There should be an alligator tank. Charge, flurry, and stealth. Special attack power, overly sensitive. Blades, claws, fangs, precision strike. When Loki uses blades, claws, fangs, and hits, characters gain immobile until their next turn. What's also really funny is if you notice all of these attack powers, they're named alligator noises for something. So you can see the charge is alligator noises for eating the wrong neighbor's cat. I think this piece is just really fun, really funny. I like that he can make you immobile, kind of tying you up next to him. Looking at the back, we see 65 points with some shape change. Actually, probably the least amount of shape change out of any Loki, which is kind of funny. Very excited to see him. I'm going to run him in a lot of animal teams, I think. Maybe if I can get a hold of one of the many frog Thors that have been printed. Okay, so we managed to get all of our super rares. We still have no equipment, which has me a little confused. Maybe I'm wrong about how many equipment, but I'm pretty sure everyone I've seen is getting approximately 3 equipment per brick, so... Leaves room for both John Walker, Sharon Carter, and a power broker, maybe? I know a lot of people have been getting power brokers. No God Pack. And we have that's strange. Same brick for a 4th super rare. We have another Hydra Stomper. That's a new one. Hydra Stomper's on the card too. That's interesting. It was this brick, right? Everything else in this pack we've seen. We have Killmonger, Common Monica Rambeau, Ravonna Renslayer, Captain America, and a 2nd Hydra Stomper, which is our 4th super rare. Okay, this is strange. I would file all of this as strange. Is there going to be another Hydra Stomper in this pack? I don't even know what to say. It's just kind of weird. Have a lot of like strange problems this set. Nope, no God Pack, but no Hydras. That's a 2nd Watcher. Okay. This is our 5th super rare. And let's keep cracking on. There's nothing new in that one because that was the exact same pack we've seen before. I think I am going to have to talk to WizKids support and see what they can do. So, I don't have a lot to say. No God pack. Okay, are we gonna take a let's take a bet. Is this gonna be a Hydra Stomper or a Nuwatu? I'm gonna say it's gonna be a Nuwatu. Oh, I was wrong. It's a Hydra Stomper. Aw, I missed the bet. I am very glad that I'm recording this, because this is hilarious. Uatu or Hydra Stomper. Uatu or Hydra Stomper. Oh, this one's something new. Thank goodness. We got a lot of pieces I think we've seen, but we do have Sharon Carter, the normal rare version, and she has the Super Soldier Serum, so we'll go ahead and take a look at... Was there no cards in there? Did I... Sorry, am I losing my mind? Are there... Did that pack have cards? Okay, I will try to look for Sharon Carter's card if I can find it. I think I have another Sharon Carter. I'll go ahead and talk to you about her powers now. No, we're gonna keep cracking through. We're gonna... Okay, I'm gonna look for the cards this time and see if I just wasn't paying attention or something. Okay, nothing weird yet. Oh, it's a Nuwatu, so that's there's our next Uatu. Can we get another Hydra Stomper? I gotta say, I was just hoping to open up some packs, have some fun. I was not expecting to have gotten a broken brick. This one, I'm just gonna open it up. Just okay. I mean, so we do have a chase. Okay, so we got Sharon Carter, Heist Nebula, Loki, Gamora the Common, and we got the Chase Agatha Harkness. Very excited to see her because she comes with the Darkhold special object. And if you have seen some of the more recent Marvel stuff, you should know how important the Darkhold is. So we've seen everybody up until Agatha, so let's go ahead and take a look at her. Wow, I have to say, this Agatha Harkness, absolutely gorgeous sculpt. Probably the better of the two Darkhold users. Wow. So let's go ahead and take a look at... She has the Book of the Damned. She can start the game with the Darkhold. When she uses its effect, she may choose 2 listed powers. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the Darkhold. Free, choose a standard power from the following list. The character can choose the chosen power until your next turn. Probability control, perplex, and outwit. So basically you can choose 2 of those powers with Agatha. She can get probability control and outwit, or probability control and perplex, because let's be honest, you should probably always be taking probability control. She also has... These are runes, Wanda. For a power, she can generate a special marker, a rune special marker, in her own square. And if Agatha Harkness is more than 3 squares from a rune marker, remove it. Other characters within 3 squares of a rune marker can't use powers. She basically just shuts off all of your abilities. Absolutely devastating. She also has a special movement for stealth and mind control. She has a free action if she occupies hindering terrain to place her in another square of hindering within 4 squares in line of fire. She also has improved targeting characters, almost missed that, and a special attack power, give me your power and I will correct the flaws in your original spell. Penetrating Psychic Blast, steal energy, but with closer ranged attacks. Absolutely love this piece. She's hard to get close to. Even if you do, she can just turn off your powers. With the Darkhold always having prob, penetrating Psychic Blast throughout a lot of the dial, throughout all of the dial with steal energy. 100 points seems absolutely worth it for this Agatha, an absolute monster. So, there you go. That was my case opening of this set, I think I have to maybe talk to some people, just because, like, this isn't edited. This is perfectly normal things for me to get in a brick. What, you've never seen a brick where somebody got 3 copies of 2 different super rares before? I've never seen that happen before. These are the exact same boosters, so clearly there was a problem in distribution. Hopefully WizKids will maybe help me fix this in some way. I don't know if they will. I'll let you guys know, but I mean, I can't, even if they don't, I gotta admit this was an absolutely great case. I know there have been some problems with the cases in this set where some people aren't getting that much. I cannot complain. These are great pieces. I'm super excited to have them. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time, which will hopefully be for the X of Swords event, where maybe I won't get something so weird.